Hi Insta friends, welcome to another Gab about a bag. This Bag Gab is a jump in the time machine into the way back. By way back I mean still like in the 20 teens. I present the oldest bag in my collection, and it is this dinosaur antique beauty of a bag. This, if you are an OG bag lover collector, you've already shouted the name in your head, in your heart. But this is the YSL Muse bag. And you guys, this bag is an oldie. Like, I remember when this was the bag to have, and that was before I was really even into bags, but I was generally aware that people loved them. I think they came out around 2009, 2007. Everybody had them, along with like the Speedy Spy bag and that kind of thing. It was that era. And so feast your eyes on this. So let's gab about this bag. How did I get this bag? This bag is actually purchased from TJ Maxx in 2012, and I was so glad when I opened it up, and I'll do a little tour of it in a minute, but when I opened up the bag, I found the receipt inside along with like the care booklet and all of that. So it's got all of the accoutrement that it came with, not accoutrement, but like the sales receipt and that kind of thing, control number, all contained there. So back in 2012, this bag was retailing at a whopping $700 at TJ Maxx. And that was one of the places to buy bags if you weren't buying them brand new or from boutiques or anything like that. And I think it still is. TJ Maxx still has that runway area where you can buy high-end luxury things, maybe from a season past, sometimes even current season. So that's where this bag came from. I used to use it as a work bag because it was the coolest thing that I owned. Back then it was like amazing. It was professional. It was a great bag to start out my career. It fit things. I could put gym clothes in here. It was weather resistant-ish. There is some suede in here, but it wasn't really anything that you had to worry too much about because it was pretty much in the folds of the bag, as you can see. So you could wear this out, and if it started to snow or sprinkle, it wasn't the biggest deal. And so I wore this bag everywhere. Not everywhere. It's too big for a weekend bag, you know, but for most days it was my go-to grab and go. So that's that. If you're not familiar, please let me show you around. So there is a top handle, and I did leave it unbuckled because when I talk about things that I would have changed about this bag, how to get in and out of it is one of them, but let's not get ahead of myself. So it's got a top handle like this, and it closes with this little doohickey that goes into this space, and then you have to slide it down into where it's more narrow. It's kind of a pain in the ass there, so that's what I would have changed about it. And then it opens up like this, and it is two big compartments, all suede, all pretty much impossible to clean, and it's divided by a pocket in the middle here. So that's what the inside of the bag looks like, and there's no other inside pocket, so it's just those two things. And then there is a back pocket back here, and it closes the same way as the main compartment with these little studs, these little gold studs that you push into a hole, and that's also a pain in the ass. So that's kind of how this bag works. It does fit a ton, but as you probably know, suede bags are really heavy and really difficult to keep clean. So this bag without anything in it, I haven't weighed it or anything, but this is easily 5 pounds, like easily, and that's not containing anything, not even a wallet. So definitely one of the drawbacks about this bag was the weight of it. The other thing that I already talked about was the getting in and out of the bag. It was always so fussy. So you put it in, and then you really have to, it's not a do it as you go kind of an opening and closing. It does have these two leather straps with the same kind of mechanism where you push the gold button into the strap and then you adjust it into the narrower part so that it closes. I never bothered with that because that would make this bag even more impossible to get in and out of. But yeah, this is it. So I'll show you what it looks like from here. The bottom has these little ridges. I'm gonna flip it up so you can see. It does have feet to protect the bottom, and the bottom is a leather. It's a beautiful brown color, and I really didn't have too many problems with this bag, except the weight of it, the fussiness of getting in and out of it. It does carry sort of, I think most people use it as a crook of elbow bag or a top carry. On days when I wasn't wearing a coat, I could wear it on the shoulder, but the strap drop is pretty limited, so it wasn't necessarily always possible to carry it that way, but one could carry it that way, and I did carry it that way if I didn't wear any heavy top layers. So that is this bag. I wanted to bring this bag onto the Bag Gab because I really wanted to open the conversation about what to do with bags once they really are past their their peak, their freshness. Like, this bag is incredibly dated. Now, I don't live in a community where everybody's about luxury, so every once in a while I will carry this bag just for old time's sake, and I don't think most people I encounter on a daily basis care. Nobody's like, oh, this bag, it reminds me of, I don't know what 2012 reminded us all of, but I don't get that, but it's still not the freshest. I definitely don't reach for it. So what do you do with your bags? I've been contemplating selling it, but who's gonna buy it? It does seem to be still fetching over $500 on the pre-love sites, so that might be something I do with it, but I don't know if it's worth the hassle. Let's be honest, selling bags is kind of a project. Like, you have to list it, and then people have questions, and you have to answer them, you have to photograph the thing, and I don't know. Do I own a piece of history, do you think? Do you own a piece of history? Can you share with me what the oldest bag that you have in your collection still is, and what your thoughts are on what to do with bags once they have passed their prime? I am really dying to know, because I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. So it just kind of sits here. It's just a piece of something that I own, and that's basically it. So let's gab about this. Tell me your thoughts, your opinions, and I look forward to reading and hearing from you. Take care, Insta fam. Bye.